Of the match at the MCG, English wins it down again. Bontempelli finds space as he does to Treloar to lift towards half forward, and Bontempelli just a bit too strong that time. Too far out to score. Swings on a dime towards the pocket for Waitman.
The old age, if you can't be a footballer, at least look like one. I don't think it applies to him.
Inside 50, too hot for Vandermeer. Bontempelli just lopes up, grabs it with the left hand, nonchalantly, but so classy.
It was a really clever kick, I think, going back inside forward 50. It wasn't one of those ones where you allow your defenders to then readjust and get onto it.
Ball and then grab to Bontempelli, who's got a little bit of an issue, and then runs away from Viney. Has a bounce to half forward. Ugelhagen let out.
Now Bontempelli. Norton is out the back, but he goes for Jamara in a one-on-one.
With his use of the ball, Christian Salem.
Jones sits it out for Bontempelli.
Again, the Dogs with the breeze in this opening term. English got a palm on it. Bontempelli, a secondary hand off to Treloar. Polder drag down, didn't really have it. Play on to advantage if they want it, and they do. Bontempelli inside. Johannesen on the flyby, heads to the pocket. Bontempelli, he's bounced up from that okay. 100th game as captain today for the Bont, and on the siren delivers. It's it from Treloar with a lending hand. Bontempelli, great hands, and goes. Landed like a cat, and he's off. It's a short ball in. And guess who? By Bramble. Bontempelli. Some poise. Spears at central, and Norton gets there. Scrambles though to Bontempelli. Backs out of a jam. Ran in, and he's got another. Waitman.
There's the step. Oh, there's the... Oh, it was a little right hand, almost a Teddy Whitten. I think the tackle helped.
Royal jumps in. Liberatore somehow. Bontempelli
Almost becomes your most important player now. Just to hold it in tight, hold it in close.
Bontempelli, the captain, fantastic! Awesome!
He's had a couple of score.
Quick hands out of there. That was clever by Gallagher. Bontempelli with the tackle. To the other Bailey Williams playing this afternoon. Kicks to a 2-on-2. Bontempelli paid the mark. Wants to move it quickly. Keeps it low. It's laser-like.
Some tall timber down there in the form of Darcy. Likes it in the pocket. Take your pick. Comes to Treloar. Doesn't really get it in a timing sense, but Bontempelli kicked a couple last week. Did Bontempelli. Hooks it round the corner. Never in doubt. Bont kicks his first.
Through Bramble. At the back, Bontempelli fires it out for Daniel. Daniel sends it goalward, and the Bulldogs are flexing their muscles with 10 straight.
Doesn't lose his orientation. Bang, he knows he's out there.
Williams. Bontempelli.
Hand in the air. Eventually Murrah sees him. He goes to the Bont. Too big. The Dogs forwards have got full bellies. It's been an old-fashioned Easter Sunday feasting on the Eagles.
A linking centre-half forward.
Norton's got one. Bont's got three.
You just give the umpire an opportunity to pay it downfield.
Playing against last week. Darcy, front spot, puts arms over the top. Awkward bounce. Bontempelli just shrugs the hips, dances around a man, and sizzles a kick straight to Bramble.
Keep your composure, isn't it, Richo? If you've got the confidence in your body and the strength to say, unless you drag me to the ground, I'm going to hold on to this ball and I'm going to keep using their numbers around the ball.
Bowes taken immediately in the Bontempelli tackle. Smothered by Baker. Bontempelli's hands, brilliant.
Torre returns tackler on Parfitt. Clark won't get away.
Norton coming in, DeConing with him. Holmes not getting out of there. Tough one for all to handle. Bontempelli's hands with superb. West will kick a goal. Wrestling with Liberatore. Handball comes into the safe hands of Bontempelli. Now Ugelhagen. Follow up. Magnificent from Bontempelli. Stanley, Blitzarves, doubling back, and he's ripped in a tackle, holding the ball. Gallagher. Bontempelli jams it down the throat of Waitman.
Let him out. Play on.
Play on now to the skipper. What about that finish? The big names deliver.
Just staying close, aren't they? That every time you think the Cats are about to blow them away, they...
Treloar to work his way through, got past Davey, now Bontempelli. Deep entry for Ugle-Hagan, one hand, that's enough.
Leading at the back. And look at the isolation they had forward there. Ugle-Hagan was forwards to be able to do back leads. And we've seen 3 or 4 times already their forwards been able to get behind their defenders.
Through comes Bontempelli. Wide and out of Williams. Goldstein down. Bontempelli goes to work, gets taken, gives it to Liberatore.
Fist to it, Steele, back to Wangleen Millerer, gobbled up there by Bontempelli.
The ruck share it. Pops around everywhere, spills to Bontempelli. His kick to half forward, finds Lob.
He's forced to go a little more direct. Marshall couldn't hold it in. Here's Bontempelli, swoops, gave it off to Williams. Handball over the top to... Looks like Wilkie there at the moment, Days. May have already been moved, has it?
Yep. A taking.
200th career goal comes up. Richards really clean. Bontempelli comes away. West should mark.
Bontempelli wheeling out on his left and delivering it to the forwards. But we spoke about to Luke Beveridge.
Garcia spins on his left. Bontempelli in front.
Stay behind there. Stay behind.
They are dead-eye tonight. They just keep pouring them in.
Scoreboard if he is to take the spot or at least hold out.
For the 77-point lead. No problems at all. Kicks it up into the fans. Got a couple.
Well, this is why he wants to be out on the field and continue to stay out there when you're starting to get looks like that. And he's going back to enjoying his football.
West to Bontempelli. The set shot kicking tonight has been something to behold for the Bullies.
3 goals tonight, and what a leader he is. What a spoil. Windhager. And Bontempelli with the tackle carefully.
Chapman, nice pickup. Then nowhere to go. Tidy up to Richards. Little touch kick needs to be good, and Bontempelli so strong.
Really disappointed with that.
Bontempelli finds Harms. Gives it back. Now Lob.
Pinned and managed to wriggle free. Bontempelli came back for more. Darcy versus Jackson in the ruck. Bontempelli on the deck. Brayshaw tries to restrict him to Treloar, and now Bontempelli versus O'Meara.
They tangle up, but the Bont prevails, and he feeds it a beautiful sweeping hand pass to Treloar. Treloar back to Bontempelli on his non-preferred. You'd never know.
Williams spins through, taps it on. Norton has gold.
And then the Bont, there's his footy smash, he's tapping.
As we get underway, big straight bounce. English just tried to pat it down. Got it important if you can't impact where Meek won it down. Liberatore did well to fetch it. Then Bontempelli from 53 launches and goals. Treloar out of the congestion to Bontempelli, who's going to kick it long. Norton's ball. So McRae. Short to Bontempelli, not the required distance. Big long boot, Norton!
In goal, but you just see there, you see all the players going to the right-hand side of the screen.
With a goal.
Meek down to Day, but it was Bontempelli.
Going down, probably got Sicily.
So Norton with the predictable prod up the middle. Bontempelli's claiming it. From 30. It was soda in the end. So English slaps it forward, progressed it about 15 metres. Oh, Bontempelli, quick hands from Liberatore, and then Vandermeer steers it. Meek down. Kick from McGuinness was smothered. Bontempelli spots Williams. Williams 45 metres out, directly in front, and drills it.
One for the Tigers.
Martin beaten to it by Bont. Harms had the hand pass dislodged. Norton to Bontempelli. Dumped as he kicked. Nothing could stop him.
Goes towards Norton. Short.
Well controlled by Rioli, but West there with him to force the turnover. Picked up by Pickett, a jinking run. Treloar clings onto his jumper. Gave to Brown. Brown's closed down. Takes on Nankervis, almost holding the ball. Darcy feeds it to Bontempelli, who kicks his second. This is serious punishment.
Only the second game here, Al, in 13 months.
Almost lost his footing, got it to Bontempelli. Never loses his footing.
Towards the wing. Balta couldn't take it. Bontempelli can. He'll sweep it forward by hand.
For Toby Green. The Giants have been out of form, and they're also just following up Luke Beveridge's comments about Bontempelli. As he just steps into the screen, he's trying to charge forward and be a real threat for. Lovely little kick. His output. Briggs and
himself. Bontempelli being a bit quiet and played an important role.
He's got it now. Spearing ball from O'Donnell, a hard one to handle, but it is Marcus Bontempelli. Happy to be involved, not once but twice. Goes to the Bont. Grundy down to Treloar. Tackled by Rowbottom. He's the leading tackler in the comp. Bont.
The smother was impressive. Bontempelli on his favoured left. He does not miss when he gets that option. Amati already got a couple of goals. Gives a little handball off. Caught was Taylor Adams. Ball for Darcy. Probably should have gobbled it up. Might have been a fingertip in it. Bontempelli, have a look at that. Magnificent from the skipper.
Starting to charge forward, but realised it wasn't forthcoming. Bontempelli out wide. Hits it perfectly to McRae.
Decision. Bites his tongue. Bontempelli hammers it. Hagen with the one claw.
Very even team effort as West kicks to Bontempelli.
They want to go fast here to Bontempelli. Approaches 50, sizes it up. This man's a superstar.
Oh, wow. The Bulldogs' greatest ever player. I mean, you know, EJ, of course.
Time he holds the smaller man out.
Consistent goal kicker.
Collingwood were 22 points up.
A little bit of pressure, forced the turnover. English to Bontempelli. Bontempelli's got eyes like an eagle. Out wide McRae. Donuts written next to it. Bontempelli.
Missing the handball, but Bontempelli with brilliant
Coordination. Get out of Rodel Lipinski. Miss side bottom. Dacos.
There he is. Marching the back.
Bontempelli among many of
the par. 3 Collingwood players here. But guess who was in the middle?
Another. Jamara. He's got Bontempelli deep. Already had 9 possessions this quarter. We talked about him putting his club on the back, and he's going to do it again.
He's one out. Look at the matchup. He's always going to win that. I liked the lead of Rory Lock. He led hard and fast into the pocket. He dragged, I think it was Darcy Moore, on him away from...
He's got Harris Andrews beaten. Good looking ball. And the Bont gets free as well. This year for Bontempelli. On his favoured boot. Gee, that's magnificent. How did that bend? Marked it. Did well O'Donnell to get him out of the way. And now Bontempelli sets them a task.
Could have blazed away. There's the Bont getting the ball forward. A lot of...
If they could come to Melbourne and win. Bontempelli.
Garcia, Sanders, the look away to Bontempelli. Got his second.
Years, if you give Bont a centimetre, he's going to take it and make it.
Multiple goals, Marcus Bontempelli. It's been a tough night. He still had some impact.
McRae. Bontempelli starting to get involved. Belts a long one in the O'Donnell direction.
This quarter for the Dog. There is McInerney out of the middle. The crowd are annoyed.
Give it to Bontempelli. Penetrating ball forward, and West goes for the set-up kick instead. Bontempelli! Well, that's because he can go forward and do that. 3 goals, Bontempelli.
Bont also pointed to where he wanted the ball kicked.
Jeez, that's a good mark. Those hands were like a vice.
Needed to make a statement on Friday night, and they have.
Sauce back in defence, the son of Simon. Bontempelli toward the wing. Richards. Sharp was the only one who really wanted it. 2 Dogs looked at each other to try and work. Play for the free. Bont play for the Sharon. knocked it in front, kept it alive. West
just kept it alive.
handballs to the superstar. Marcus Bontempelli has got Waitman out of the back, and it's a perfectly weighted kick.
The ball was already on its way. You love that as a forward, and the defender can't do anything about it. Going head to head, and he's got it again.
Got a good run at the ball. It's got a couple over the top. Got to reward Bontempelli. He'll stroll in, and the best of the best.
Now just to take up a position and
6 games against Fremantle. Marcus Bontempelli, and he is wreaking havoc. Kempney's fit. He got 3 to beat the Bont. Surely not. Surely not. How good is the Bont? The best.
Just getting it their own way, and here he goes again, Bontempelli.
Kept it paddling his own direction. Didn't take possession until he needed. Treloar, Bontempelli opens it up. Top of the square. English might get there. Reaches. Johnson. Brayshaw. Young. Caught by Bontempelli. Young, the hot hand. Liberatore. Dale. Relatively straight goal kicking for the Dogs. Young.
Trouble, he's coming off.
Bontempelli goes and gets it. Bramble sits it up. Bontempelli gets back and just kills it. A couple of clubs that have had him and lost him.
Does set a standard for him though too, Dwayne. That's the other thing. He understands.
Is that English the target? Bontempelli, of all people, it had to be the Bont.
Full stop.
And a cherry.
Off him then, and that was enough for the master to do his stuff.
And there he is.
60 points up, it is, but that's the art of playing as a forward.
Yeah.
So there is the man of the moment.
Can they continue their good form? Speaking of good form, Simpkin has been the man in good touch, but dip against Melbourne, 12 disposals. So he'll come on late. There's Bontempelli again, Kingy. And that is an absolute bullet. And again, they'll lob again in front. Did well. Bontempelli having a big influence now. 12 disposals, 7 clearances. Aggressive from Bailey Dale and Bontempelli. Just too good. He's the second highest rated ruckman in the competition. The last 8 weeks or so is Bontempelli.
They let off. Darcy Tucker felt exposed. Zach Fisher's done a couple of those kick-outs where he just hasn't quite hit the target.
Bailey Dale will have a ping. And the launch. Dawson, the defender, squeezes a ball. Good courage from Phil. He did really well to keep it in. And then a good kick. Finds Bontempelli, and they'll hug the boundary line. Such an important member of this side. Chain up by hands here. On for North Melbourne. A bit of running handball. All those shields just ran into English. Good tackle. Bontempelli again. His handball a bit too sharp for Bontempelli. So can the North Melbourne Football Club find a way to peg back this 5-goal margin?
It's giving me the option to go there.
Bontempelli just laid it into the...
McRae, Richards, can he connect with the Bont when they need something? Who else would you turn to than Marcus Bontempelli?
This ball outside of the boot under pressure, that is amazing.
That absolutely nailed it, but Tim English, he has got to lift. He's getting a nice old pantsing at the present time.
It's a high ball up in the breeze, knocked away by Lear. The hands were good. Houston gets it back. But, yeah, it was. McRae to the outside. McNeil off the left boot. That's better. Up and under. Oh, Darcy got worked out of it, and the ball found the Bont. In this scenario in the corridor than he has been when he's on an angle. From 30 metres out, though, he's just done enough and put through his second goal.
It's actually a boot issue, nothing injury related.
Tried to get the clear. Strong unit. English gets a fist to it. Bontempelli arrives, hooks it round the body. Into the champ.
This is their one-wood goals and scores from stoppage around the ground, but particularly in defending forward 50 stoppages as bad as any team in the comp. So there's a lesson. This is it.
Cripps takes it back out to a 9-point margin. Hanging on with great determination. Bontempelli.
Who knows what they had planned for Treloar if he had played.
Good ball from the corner to Walsh. Can't get through the Bontempelli tackle. They go selection-wise in the back half of the season. Sanders having an influence. This guy always does. Cripps for the year. Bontempelli and Cripps, that's what we came for. Bontempelli wins. Cripps again. Squeezes out of the contest. Richards comes back. Bontempelli.
Target, he now gets it from Vandermeer. His kick's not great.
Also to bypass Tom Stewart, who was the extra on that occasion. He was just sitting off the back of the...
To go against. Well done, West. Extracts it. Gives it to Bontempelli, who just directs Ugelhagen with that kick.
Waitman's been the cleanest so far in this quarter, and it just stands out.
The road block. Kicks towards centre half forward, and Bontempelli just clings on.
Geelong rallying in the third. Bontempelli into the hole. Stewart can attack the goal face. He bounces it. It skids. It rolls. Well done, Bontempelli. Into Blitz Arbs, and well done. The kick.
From 30 metres away, as a minimum.
Both teams will throw everything at this. Liberatore pops out the handball. Bontempelli in the last.
Couldn't quite mark. Does collect. Delayed the hand pass. Bontempelli taps to his own advantage. Could the Bont seal this from 50? Bontempelli to the goal square.
You hope to get improvement from your players, and better your chances are. And that's why I really like this Bulldogs side. I think they are very, very dangerous.
Jamara wants more.
Kolajasny. Bontempelli lopes after it. Tui with him. Clever from Bontempelli.
He couldn't take possession, and he gave away a free kick to Caulfield. Dogs play onto advantage.
High ball, McDonald hands on it. Bailey Dale, the 150 gamer. Bontempelli just...
Norton couldn't take it. Bontempelli finds just a skerrick of space and bounces it home in brilliant Bont fashion.
Comes off for a well-earned rest. But they're started on fire at the moment. That's their 13th inside 50 to 3.
And pass knocked down by Adams. Campbell gets it. Bontempelli gets him. He threw it out.
In fact, Bramble, who's been significant in this game. Bontempelli wonderful.
Gives it off. Bontempelli. McNeil, the easiest of goals.
On their winning way here, trying to make it 3 in a row against sides that are all...
1925, they played him one winning grand final and one other grand final prior to Beveridge, and he's done both of those things. Bontempelli.
Bailey Dale back to Libba. The superstar Bontempelli. What beautiful cut. Back into the centre of the ground. Risky kick. Ball needs to be good.
In front of Lever. To Bontempelli. Finds his own footy. Bowie held up. It was just taken out of his hands. Bontempelli, how clean. Absolutely brilliant pop. Made to fly. Bontempelli. It's now ultra danger because it's in the hands of the champ.
And that's now 27 goals this season for Marcus Bontempelli.
You know, Libba's got great hands, so is this man here, Treloar.
Bontempelli walked into a tackle. Bontempelli brilliantly to Treloar.
This year, Bontempelli. Dangerous setting ball, Ugelhagen.
Was definitely out with him for a while.
Looks like he's back to me, Richard.
Yeah, he's stiff, isn't he?
Yeah.
Just look.
West thumps the handball. Norton outside 50. High ball. 2 big targets. Bontempelli's one of them.
Opportunities, one out deep forward.
For his second of the night, he is making a big Brownlow statement.
With him and Jones back there, that's one thing Adelaide are going to have to watch today, them taking intercept marks.
Smooth moving Marcus Bontempelli to Darcy.
Murphy.
Bontempelli. Bounce, got caught. McNeil. Bontempelli. They need something slap down. Waitman hasn't seen a lot of it. Led threw that away, and the umpire saw it. He knows how big this is. And he is equal to the moment, the superstar. Marcus Bontempelli, the goal on cue. At home, how important this kick is. He goes to the top of the square to Marcus Bontempelli, and why wouldn't you? To make it 2 goals in a row to the Dogs across half-time. And the margin that he span out of a jam, but he span into one, and then he was given time. The Bont, Bramble, Treloar jumps in. Been a weekend of upsets and late challenges by clubs. Can the Dogs do it? Oh. Darcy! Little dance step was good from Bond, or not so good. He took on the wrong guy. Daniel, the sub, couldn't do something with it. The Bont. So a free kick was eventually paid. Bontempelli. He plants his foot into it, goes long and over the top. McNeil.
In the Collingwood win.
And then just a little smother there to keep it.
Davies, Uniacke went without it. Lob. Bontempelli just wouldn't sit for him, but he off by Powell. Then McNeil came charging through inside 50. Bontempelli. The Bonts. Looks further afield. Hagen gave him plenty of space to run into.
Aaron Bontempelli all over it, but Powell turns the tables and then turns his body.
Watching him off the ball. Fraser, Bontempelli. Long ball. We've got some numbers here.
Darcy applies the tackle. Bontempelli release. Yeah, 3 on him last time, actually. But, a few free kicks that day. Bontempelli out. Fisher tries his luck on the dock side. Didn't hit it that well. Bontempelli come at the ball or double back. He comes at the ball. Darcy, he runs, he jumps, but Darcy
nicely behind. Marcus Bontempelli knew exactly where to kick it.
One down by Darcy towards Bontempelli, fighting for it. Just kicked it up to himself. It was clever.
That spot quite often. He knows exactly what Marcus Bontempelli's going to do.
That's his will.
See the deepest forward waiting with the expectations that it's going to come his way.
For the Bulldogs.
Sherry only as far as
Bontempelli still has some purpose about this. Takes it on the wing.
Williams to Bontempelli. Long searching ball for Treloar.
Just funneled out. The Giants, having had at least a 2-goal breeze, lead by essentially 2 goals.
Give him another position, get him involved.
Bontempelli to Richards. Carves his way through the lot of them.
Was pressure, traffic everywhere. Thinks his way through it and puts Ed Richards into space.
Must have got a kick away. Waitman through the traffic. Marcus Bontempelli. Something in the way he moves. Marcus Bontempelli.
Hunting the handball receive. 2 metres becomes 5, becomes 10. You can't give this man of this quality.
How clever was that from Waitman as well?
Might be no tomorrow for them if they lose. Richards again, loops it wide. Marcus Bontempelli unselfish. McNeil, nearly. Gallagher. Give it to the man.
And charge forward.
From the ball up. Whitfield. Bontempelli, the one-handed scoop on the run.